Hello everybody, I just wanted to address everybody real quick at the start of these readings to thank you all for your subscriptions and comments and all of the views that you guys have sent my way. I really appreciate your guys' intention and enthusiasm to all that we do here on this little channel. Very much so. And once again, as we get into your mid-June general readings, please remember that these readings are for entertainment purposes only. I hope you enjoy them. Here we go.
Hello, Aries. What is the good word? Thank you for joining me at this moment in space and time. Your guys' mid-June general reading is coming in the AM, which is pretty untypical for me. But we got some natural light shining in on the cards, and yeah, I'm feeling pretty clear and ready to get into your guys' messages for mid-June. This is for Aries, mid-June 2017. Tarot, what does Aries need to know in regards to any healing messages, revealing any stuck energies, and getting any hidden messages out for Aries? Tarot, what are the messages for Aries mid-June 2017? I hope you guys are all in a place of abundance, bliss, comfort, and joy at this present time. We're just getting a heavier mix on the cards here. The June readings were running a little bit behind. I hope you guys get these here around the 16th, 17th. Yeah, just kind of push for time, but we're fit in here. This is kind of exciting to read for you guys at this time of day. So, I'm sure if this was interactive, I'd be like, what's new? And you guys would be like, everything. So, not sure what that's all about. I feel there's big news on the playing courts for Aries coming up here through these last 2 weeks as we reach the summer solstice. But let's get some cards down, Aries, and see what is happening, all right? Thank you all for your subscriptions, shares, likes, and most of all your comments as this little YouTube channel grows. If you check the description box down below, you will see there's a couple new ways to get in touch with me if you choose to do that. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Patreon now, just kind of growing as the little YouTube channel grows so that I can be there to give you guys some more content. All right, Knight of Swords is a card that's up in the overall energy at the bottom of the deck. So straight up, Aries, some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Libra, okay, or a Gemini. This is somebody that is in your environment that you could just have in your mind, like your intention when you came into this reading was to find out about something you're interacting. This is a sort of a younger person, maybe approaching middle age though, with a lot of air in their charts. This is somebody that is a good communicator, but often, you know, acts very kind of rashly, or sometimes what we would consider to be sort of out of sync with the norm or what is to be expected. When it comes to Knight of Swords, you kind of like always need to keep your head on a swivel and expect the unexpected. It doesn't necessarily need to come from one particular person. Chances are normally it will, or that will be the causation of that, okay? Through a spoken word or just some sort of action that sort of like kind of flabbergasts you, or, you know, kind of knocks the equilibrium out of a situation or out of a room. So if we want to like dissect it to that level, that is definitely what Knight of Swords means. Excuse me, a little lump in my throat. If we want to internalize Knight of Swords and see this as more of an esoteric aspect of ourselves and of our spiritual journey, we just saying like this is a time now of a period of action. A lot of you could be feeling like really cramped schedules, very busy, deadlines approaching very quickly, and you're like kind of almost being like reactive, Aries, to it. And there is caution to be had here in that. Like you kind of maybe sometimes just have to take a couple deep breaths, have the confidence in yourself, know that you'll like make your deadlines rather than just kind of like push your agenda out in a way where other people are going to be like sort of like, ooh, struggling to catch up, or like taken aback, or being like, oh, this person has unrealistic expectations. Like that's impossible, right? So just kind of like one foot in front of the other, just kind of take things like as they come and try, like if multitasking is actually even could be slowing some of you down, like your attempts to multitask could just be like ending up with like quality assurance and things like standards being sort of left. So make sure we're not entering into too much of that. We'll leave Knight of Swords up there as our overall energy and relate back to it as we move through the 7 chakras. Aries, let's see what's up in your root chakra. We've got King of Pentacles reversed. Okay, So let's start again because it's people, 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 right? I think you guys had this as well in early June. You guys were just dealing with so many different people. And again, here, this could be showing through now. A King of Pentacles, you could be looking at an older person, somebody in their late 40s, their 50s, or even older. There's somebody with Earth in their charts now, a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus now. And this is somebody in your environment that could be causing you to like the exact opposite of this, like the slowing down, like this energy is not moving along very quickly, or it's almost got like kind of that stuck in the mud feeling to it on the day-to-day things. It's kind of like you got a lot to do, but there are certain things or certain people. There's certain people that are asking you to hurry up and get things done, but then you turn around and it's like there's certain people that are holding you back, preventing you from doing so. So it's like that's a tight energy. That's a tough one, Aries. It's like you're getting stuck. You're getting pulled in two directions. So this King of Pentacles, this is someone you would recognize as someone saying, no, don't blow the budget, don't spend any money, or, make sure you bring your paycheck right home, that kind of thing. Or remember that you owe X, Y, and Z to this person, that person, and Acme company, whatever it might be. King of Pentacles, some of you could just be like trying to clear up a little bit of debt in these next 2 weeks and trying to get like all the bills like sort of pushed out, making your minimum payments. If not, what can you do to make some more so that credit is getting back on track and these things. For some of you, I have a feeling that it could have been a lover that has gone, you've separated from recently, or you have not seen, or there could have been a tizzy, a bit of a fight between you and kind of this King of Pentacles energy, to see it reversed here in this root chakra position. This could be somebody that you're just not getting along with at present time. Doesn't mean you need to throw the baby out with the bathwater or all is lost. It's just kind of like the feeling I get is like, King of Pentacles there, like who are we at odds with? Who are we bickering with? Who are we fighting with? Or is that person just kind of picking on you? We're just going to ask a little clarity. Don't often look for clarity in the root chakra section because it like very appeals to the very like ticky-tacky part of tarot. Like, what do we see on our daily level? Like, what is happening as we go out and about? Like, we leave our home, we go to work, or we go do this, that, the other thing. So, but with a court card, it can go many different ways. So, we've got Nine of Cups. This is the card of wish fulfillment. Some of you, I think, are just hoping that somebody will come around, see the error of their ways, see the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, or just kind of get with it, snap with it, or realize, like, if this is the same person that's setting unrealistic expectations of you, but at the same time is holding you back, some of you could just be wishing that this person was gone from your environment straight up. Or there could be situations where it's like there's some circumnavigating or direct avoidance of an individual or purpose in everyday life, okay? Let's see. As we move up, we got another 9 up here. We've got 9 of Wands now up reversed in Sacral Chakra. Aries, this is energy depleted. This, whatever this is, has got you. It's kind of running your energy resources down. It's like, are you able to let go of things like when that work buzzer rings at the end of the day, or when you hop in your car to drive home, or when you're on the bus on your way back to your home and you've tried to leave it all behind for just another day? The feeling I have is some of you might have trouble doing that because it's like they're almost like, mandatory homework, but you're like an adult. You're like, whoa, can everybody just take a chill pill here, please? And realize that, you'd have to be Superman or Superwoman to get these things done or to have this paid on time. It's kind of like you may find yourself just telling people to beat it, or just telling people like enough is enough already, is a feeling I have with this 9 of Wands energy. There is no room right now for expansion and creativity right now. This card is telling me that, Aries. It's like, if you guys, even if you want to try something new, even if you want to go out and have a little fun, it's almost like things are drawing you back. Things are like kind of like getting in your way, and you're not allowing you to have that liberty in terms of creativity. And this, you apply it to your situation. This is going to be a multitude of things for many different people, what it could mean, right? But this 9 of Wands is kind of like, you guys have really got to take care of yourself. You guys have really got to maybe invest more time into you, and just try, like I'm saying that because like you guys have a lack of time here, but I'm saying invest more time into yourself. It's almost like you guys are going to have to find ways. I don't know if you have to set that alarm a half hour earlier in the morning, or, instead of, maybe taking that hour retreat late in the evening, it's almost like we have to do some smaller productive things in those allotted times where normally we would just veg, so that, when that time rolls around again 24 hours from now, maybe we can feel the energy just a little bit lighter, I want to make sure you guys are doing some yoga, some Pilates, some sort of a stretching, something to get your spine in alignment, something to get yourself feeling strong with, even if you haven't had enough time to maybe go to the gym or do your cardio, there's always got to be something that you do to avoid sort of this energy like kind of pushing in on you. The feeling I have doing this reading so far is like something is pulling me with my left arm, but like something is like sort of like pushing me down on the right side. So I don't know what that means, right? We're going to go for more clarifiers with this Nine of Wands up in Sacral. Like, why is Nine of Wands up there in Sacral? Have you guys exhausted ideas of trying to like work your way or negotiate or moderate through certain situations? Have you reached your wit's end, Aries, with people? The Nine of Wands could also be reflective of that. Somebody just kind of reaching their wits end. They're just like, good grief already. Like, do you guys people not get it? And look at the Seven of Pentacles is calling for patience, saying whatever this is for you, there must be some patience. You must just do the little things that you can do for yourself, or to help, to enable, to catalyze the situation, but then be patient. This energy here it's almost like we're kind of having to like subdue it, or wait for it to subside because it's adverse to whatever it is that we're wanting to get done. So if you got people coming at you, they're griping, they're picking, they're saying, hurry up, what the hell, what, why this, why that, you just kind of have got to like rise above, like put your chest out a little bit and be like, look, and I don't know, because it's going to mean so many things to so many different people, but it's like you've got to stand your ground and you've got to exude patience with this, Aries, okay? And that's what I've got. Let's move on up to solar plexus. All right, now we've got the Two of Wands reversed. Few signs have been getting this. Few signs for these readings have definitely been getting this card and its reversal, saying we need to sort of clean out the mental cobwebs of our understandings and of our current thought processes in order so that better decision-making can occur and new decisions can come. New inspiration, new enlightenment is kind of knocking at the door here. But it's like we got too much junk in front of the door to like open it up and embrace it and let it all in, right? It's kind of a poetic way of just saying like, all right, we could be in a much better position, Aries, and I think we're intuitively well aware of it, but it's kind of like, what is it that we have to dispel? What is it that we have to like kind of throw in the proverbial, not even proverbial, just throw it in the trash, get it in the recycle bin, get it out of there. And this is like in the mind, right? It's kind of metaphoric for like mental cleansing that we do. So I mentioned yoga and Pilates. I think some people may be regimenting into a new health program where that involves seeing what yoga does for the mind, not just the body. Yoga is meant actually for us to connect, to be at one with our bodies, so that it makes meditation more fruitful, more productive, more predominant. Kind of like it can go a lot deeper, a lot easier without, because we are kind of at one with our physical bodies. We don't get those fleeting thoughts and those sensations in our body that draw us out of deep meditation. We actually become at one with them, a little bit more comfortable with them, okay? That's a message from Two of Wands up in Intuitive. We're kind of like cleaning up our diet. We're going to be doing some wholesome exercises. And maybe this isn't just thumping our knees and our feet on the treadmill now, guys. This is more so like aligning your spine and like really getting in and feeling the supple flexibility of all these different parts of our body so that we can just allow that chi to flow this way and that way and whichever way it wants to go, okay? Let's see what's up in heart. Wheel of Fortune reverse up in heart. Wow, okay, guys. So this is the card of destiny. This is a card of crossroads and what your heart is feeling at this time. Some of you may have gotten out of relationships. Some of you may have just called it quits with an earth sign. And some of you may just be in a situation where you're like, who can I trust? What's going on here? I've been burned in the past here, and I don't want to ever go through that again. This is the feeling I have from some of you in the heart. It's just like, I see certain walls, certain guards going up, but at the same time, it's like your curiosity. You're like that little kitty that's like can't quite leave it alone. Whatever it is, it's like tantalizing you. You're like still wanting to go after it and get after it, but like kind of part of you is guarded. And maybe that's that overall feeling sensation I have. It's like, maybe it's like your desires are pulling you. They keep pulling you, and there's opportunity there for new relationships. There's people that you want to get with that maybe want to get with you, and then this other side that's pressing down on you is like, no, 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 now, little Jimmy, Johnny. Remember what Susie did to you? You know, you don't want to go through that again. So like, it's almost like kind of you maybe like looking for red flags before red flags even occur. So be careful of manifesting like red flags in new relationships and partnerships and things before they even occur, right? This card is also about not taking things too personal, too much to heart when they occur. Just remember that you are much bigger than anything that's going on to 9 to 5. Anybody that is new in your life, you've got to hold on to that power. You've got to grip it. You got to still continue to steer the wheel of that boat that guides you to your destiny. Even people are welcome to join along. People are, sometimes your boat sails right along parallel to somebody else's for a while, but keeping that, firm guidance and your clear direction clear to you will be very important. And these are things that might be tested, or you may be just becoming aware of them in these next 2 weeks, Aries. Okay? Not a bad energy to see there. Wheel of Fortune reversal is very subtle because it's a wheel. I read it like the sun, moon, and the world card when it's in reverse. It's just a little more subtle. It's like, you know what? We don't have to worry too much about negative things coming in. But at the same time, when we are in awareness of the fact that sometimes they do come in, we can manage them and we can negotiate with them a lot more effectively when we're aware of where our heart has been and where our heart is going. Okay, let's move up to communication. Page of Wands reversed. Okay, so some of you, this could be a situation where you're feeling like you're wanting to reach that next step of openness in your interpersonal relationships. Some of you only kind of, I feel, talk to people to a certain degree, then you turn it off, or you express yourself to a certain degree, then you turn it off. And it's kind of like you may be noticing reciprocating. You're like, well, why the heck aren't people being open with me? And Page of Wands is saying we may need to take a good long look at where our communication skills are. And verbal, nonverbal, it's like, yeah, you get your point across. Yeah, you manage other people's bullshit from time to time, and you do a very good job of it, right? But at the same time, if you're kind of left questioning, it's like, well, you only do like kind of the minimum amount necessary. Where are like the deep conversations happening? Do you have an outlet to really just open up fully to the depths that you may need to, just so that these kind of energies are not building up and they're not slowing you down? It's like it could be very much a question of openness, of communication, telling somebody your problems. And if you've got that partner, just thank them for listening. Thank them for being there in your life, because I feel like you are going to be like, it's almost like people are putting their bullshit onto you, and then you're kind of like can't get where you want to go. So you need an outlet to say like, oh man, all this anxiety that is not mine, that's these other people's, it has the risk of becoming mine. But if you can get it off your chest, if you can tell somebody about it, and like, because we don't always want to come up into somebody's face and be like, you're an energy vampire asshole. Nothing you do has ever served me. You're just like a punk ass, and whatever it might be. You really might want to tell somebody off. Sorry for my bad language. I don't know where that came from. But the Aries, it's fiery energy. When I read for you, anything can happen, right? You may not always want to just like get into it that heavy with people. So you may just kind of like reach it to a certain level, then shut it off. And then you may just need to go to somebody else and be like, you know what? So-and-so is just I don't know what to do about them. And then through that person listening to you and then, giving you some advice, and in turn, you may find that there could be some inspiration where you're like, okay, maybe these are the right words that would connect with this person, or that would motivate, trigger, or allow this other person to calm down. Okay, there's a lot going on here with this Page of Wands. Again, for some of you, you could have children that are a lot like you, and you're just kind of like, you may be butting heads with them, but the realization is like, don't try and force it out through communication, because it's more so you guys have to look at each other and be like, you know what, they're what is it, like the nut doesn't fall far from the tree, or you guys are so much the similar type personalities that it sometimes can cause conflict. Not to say the conflict has to arrive, but the page is in reverse. It's just saying like messages are not getting out that are needing to get out, and there could be things that are being miscommunicated, misconstrued, and not being talked about, right, as well. It doesn't have to necessarily be conflict. That's just the feeling I got. It's going to be true for some of you. Clarifier on that one. Strength. Have the strength to tell the people the things you need to in a way that is not going to hurt them, is not going to generate any bad karma for you, and is not going to cause a complete dismantling of a situation or a project. The strength to just stand your ground. I think we talked about it earlier. The strength to be in your power, be in your body. And when that happens, you'll find that communication flows a lot more directly. People are more willing to be open with you when they see that you're present, that you're authentically there, and that you're doing so with confidence, right? Other people, and it's a good discernment tool. Some people who are not being fully truthful will tend to shy away, and other people who are like comfortable in that and respect you are going to be there engaging with you on those deeper levels of conversation, okay? Let's move on now. Man, you guys, why are you so stressed? Why is there so much anxiety, right? We got 9 and 10 of wands. But Spirit knows you guys want to drop it. You're ready to meet this deadline. You're ready to get it over, get it done with, back into the sailboat, back into smooth sailing. I don't know, I've been seeing boats for this reason. Some of you might just need to get to the lake, or you're waiting to get to the lake to just go on vacation. Go to somebody where you can hear the birds chirping, the water and the breeze on your face and things like that, so that it's like maybe not so much concrete jungle, or not so much like person in your face all day long, like, you know, and it's like it's griping, it's nathering, it's nagging, it's like asking you for this, asking you for that, right? And you're just like, I've had enough of it. I can't take anymore. So talk to the people, the loved ones around you. Take a me day if you need to, okay, Aries, in these 2 weeks, even if your vacation isn't planned. Just be like, well, I got a root canal. Nobody's going to look in your mouth and check, okay? I don't encourage lying, but if you got to take a me day just for your sake and sanity and everything, you know, or just be straight up. You know, you don't even have to lie. You don't even have to tell a fib about it. You can just tell your boss, you know, maybe that's this person here. It's like, I am so stressed out by this. I feel like if I could take 8 hours away from the office, clear my mind at home, I could bang this out on my laptop and have it on your desk by such and such a time. But if I'm in the office trying to do it, I got 17 people asking me to do other shit, it's not going to happen. Maybe that's kind of the conversation you have to have. A lot of it's surrounding career and vacation. There's a little bit of love, like old relationships dissolving, new ones taking root, but it's kind of an across the board, very general here, because these are situations where it's like, we are getting in tune with ourselves to alleviate external bullshit, basically, Aries, okay? And again, sorry, more vulgarity, but Aries, I know you can handle it, all right? Let's see what's up and in from Source. Ace of Cups reversed. Okay, some of you could be waiting on a new relationship. Some of you are definitely in between relationships right now, and you're enjoying being single, or you are feeling like the world is your oyster outside of work and these types of things. Right? We picked up a lot of this reading on stuff that's going on, stickiness in your 9 to 5. This card is maybe saying you really need to really unwind. Times when you find yourself away from people, and it could even be like your family, like when you kind of go into the bathroom or into your bedroom, where it's just like you guys are fully unwinding. Make the most of each and every moment of that time that you have with yourself, because this is where the true healing, the true answers are coming from, is this, and it's going within to a degree, but it's like, it's working on yourself. This is affirmations. This is things of that nature. Ace of Cups coming in reversed from Source is almost being like, Aries, you love yourself. Let it show. Let it show so that others can see it, and let it show that you know, right, exactly where you stand with yourself, right? And it's also one of those things where it's like, some people, it could go across all signs now, but some people, they do very well at like meditating and clearing their headspace and getting in shape, and then they reach a certain point or a plateau where they're like, yeah, okay, sweet. And then, they kind of, those disciplines fall off, and these people, they're just unrelenting. They keep coming at you. And, another 2 weeks or another 2 months go by, and you're right back to where you're starting. You'd be like, I have to pick up that practice all over again. I have to do that all again because, I'm feeling frustrated again, or I'm feeling like, nothing's really flowing my way. And to be honest with you, Aries, like, you're not getting a lot of lucky bounces these 2 weeks, so to speak. Or my way of saying, like, a lot of things are like kind of like they're flowing, but they're kind of splashing up against the side, right? So it's like we have to kind of make the waters around us a little more still and have the energy flow, get that chi flowing a little bit better. Because we asked tarot for what are the healing energies. It doesn't mean the world's going to come crashing down, Chicken Little style. This is just more so like, working on self and getting in touch with the feeling and in the groove around you and making sure that nobody's getting the best of you when they don't deserve it. All right? So that's what tarot had to say. Aries, my heart goes out to you. Can't always be like peanut brittle reading, like all sweet and good and crunchy. But, right now we're just kind of like thinking, what can we do to make things better? Little things, big things, it doesn't matter. As long as we're taking the time to think about it and to work on ourselves, it will come. It definitely will come. I love seeing that Seven of Pentacles. I'll just go to it real quick. I just love seeing the Seven of Pentacles come up as this clarifier in the Sacral. Don't worry about where things are, where things have led right now. Be patient and breathe, and then that'll be fine. It'll all come out in the wash kind of thing. Some things we have to step back from and watch them just do our work, just make sure our responsibilities are getting done, and let all the other side bullshit just come out in the wash, like take its time. All right, Colette Baron Reed and the Wisdom of the Oracle card for your capstone reading. We've got No Place Like Home. Okay, so I'll bring that closer. We got a little like birdhouse that's been hung up here on the mountaintop, but the little birdhouse actually looks like a people house, like a person house. And back here, we've got like something going on in the third eye that's unfolding here. You guys have a bit of stress and anxiety, a bit of tough time quieting your mind, I feel, through this reading. But let's take a look at what the guide has to say. And 50 is a big number. 50 is a number that shouldn't be overlooked when you pull it from these oracle cards. It's definitely a hard hitter. It definitely means it has larger overtones, or it's prevalent in your life for a longer period of time when we got 50, okay? So card number 50, No Place Like Home. Essential meaning here, authentically coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit, being comfortable in your own skin. Amazing how it like resonates like with the reading. It's so crazy to me sometimes. Home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create, a place that is known and you can call your own. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity. Aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet with neither pride nor humility. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here, in the house of your spirit and spirit. So that's great. That's such a great message because, I was like, when I'm reading the tarot, it's like, I don't know why. And then the capstone oracle message comes along and be like, yeah, it's just it. We've got to get in touch with ourselves. We've got to love ourselves, and we've got to feel comfortable no matter what external circumstances are going on around us, that, our sanctity that is our inner self, is there, and it's untouchable. Nobody can disturb it, right? As long as we're putting in the work to make sure that, we're not allowing that. All right, Aries, is a pleasure to read for you. I love you all, and we'll see you next time.